Hello, and welcome to another edition of Historical Debates. I'm your host, Steven Sinkowitz, and this is my co-host, Kris.
Hey everybody, what's up?
Hi Kris, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Steve. How about you?
Well, you know, I'm doing pretty good, but all in all, today...
It's a great day.
Yeah, I know, but no, I mean these topics of debate today are...
Oh, if you say so.
Alright, today we'll be discussing the annexation of Hawaii, the Spanish-American War, Panama Canal, the U.S. involvement in Asia...
Oh my god, this is so boring.
Can I finish?
No.
Alright, so we are going to be discussing Anglo-Saxonism, social Darwinism, and an extra special secret topic.
Oh, can I guess this one?
Sure.
Is it gonna be about fire trucks? I love fire trucks. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
So, Kris, will you give us some background information on the annexation of Hawaii and the events that led up to it?
Yeah, but don't ask me where I get my info.
Let me guess, fire truck.
No, I got them from the internet.
Okay, that's somewhat reliable information.
Alright, so in 1981, Hawaii decided they didn't want to be part of England anymore.
No, it was 1891, and they didn't want to be ruled by Queen Liliuokalani.
Oh, do you mean Queen Latifah?
No, I do not. So what else?
Okay, so the sugarcane plantations in Hawaii sparked an interest in the U.S. So this would be very valuable to own. So the U.S. insisted all rights to trade with Hawaii, which would help the sugar industry.
Yes, but Queen Liliuokalani disliked the influence that American settlers had gained.
Then, faced with an economic crisis, the planters attempted to overthrow the monarchy. In order to do this, Hawaiian civilians asked the U.S. to annex them, and so they did.
Well, actually not at first. President Cleveland disliked the idea, and so 5 years later, when McKinley became president, the United States annexed Hawaii.
Why does this all matter?
Well, if the U.S. never annexed Hawaii, the way we traded with other countries would be a lot different.
How so?
Well, once we gained Hawaii, we used it as a coaling station to refuel during trips.
So it was like a gas station?
Actually, yes, it was kind of like a gas station. Do you feel annexing Hawaii was a profitable decision?
I actually do believe that it was a profitable decision.
Yes, so do I. Why do you think that?
Well, we gained a gas station for our battleships, a surplus of sugarcane, and a valuable base.
Those are good reasons. I believe the same thing.
Okay, what else? Can we get the fun stuff now?
Well, you know, next is the Spanish-American War, and that surely is a fun topic.
Finally! I know a lot about that.
Okay, so what do you have?
Okay. So, Spain had... Wait, was it Spain? I think so. Anyway, so it took place from April 23rd to August 28th in the year 1898? Okay. It was fought in Cuba, Philippines, and they were Spanish colonies. We won.
Of course. But was this war justified? The conflict wasn't even our problem in the first place. It all started with Cuba, and although it helped a country gain independence, at what cost did we have to face?
I see your point. Although we won, I don't think it was right. Many people died for no reason.
But you have to look at it from another angle, Kris. It eventually did become our problem. President McKinley was forced to endure journalism, yellow journalism, jingoism, and even the destruction of U.S. property.
Oh yeah, remember the Maine?
Exactly. 266 U.S. citizens died on an attempt to rescue them from Cuba. I believe that that was the turning point that forced the U.S. to step in and do something.
Very true. But you have to look at what was accomplished. Cuba gained freedom, but then it became enemies with the U.S.
Yes, it did. But at the time, it seemed like we had a chance we could not refuse to take.
And it showed the world we aren't a country to be messed with, that's for sure.
Next in time is the Panama Canal.
Ah, yes, an area of water that is dug across land to make a shortcut. I love them shortcuts, you know?
Sure, it was nice to have that shortcut, but once again, at what cost?
Well, at a big cost. We still have to pay for a trip through the thing.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, the terrain was an unstable jungle, full of steep mountain cliffs. That is why the French gave up on it so easily.
What does French toast have to do with building a canal?
French toast? I'm talking about the country France. In 1881, the French tried to build the same canal in Panama, but working conditions forced them to stop.
And that's when the United States bought the rights to begin digging.
That was in 1904, though. And in 10 years later, a 40-mile-long path created a shortcut for ships to get to the Pacific, from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic and vice versa.
Which made travel, trade a lot quicker.
Yes, it did, but it also created a lot of problems at first. Because the land was uneven, locks were created to change the water level.
That's cool. We have several locks on my door.
If you say so. We weren't the only country that used the Panama Canal, though, so it eventually became profitable, and other countries looked at us for a pathway.
This topic is boring. So, can we back to war and topic? No?
Well, the next topic isn't exactly a war, but an involvement. China and Japan during the 1800s constantly were feuding with other countries over independence.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You do?
China was under like open door policy, which allowed anyone to trade with them, like allowing someone to come in open to a door. You know?
Yes, but eventually certain countries wanted to trade to be specifically with them.
So what you are saying is that other countries wanted to buy China.
Yeah, exactly. And so a group in China, they decided they were going to rebel. This was called Boxers' Rebellion.
Oh, so you mean Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson fought it up?
No, not at all. This was a secret organization in China that kidnapped many prisoners and killed over 200 foreigners.
So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, eventually, Teddy Roosevelt decided he was going to step in, and he was going to do something about the war that was going on between Russia and Japan.
Who won?
Nobody won. They signed a peace treaty.
And in doing this, the U.S. gained respect for peaceful and ending the war.
As well as earning President Roosevelt a Nobel Peace Prize in 1906 for his efforts.
Although Japan became an enemy to the U.S., we gained Russia as well.
As an ally, yes, for the time being. And this also ties in with today's extra super secret topic!
Oh my god, is it the fire truck? Is it the fire truck? Come on.
No, but riddle me this! To prevent a war with Japan, what else could we do to put fear in their eyes?
I don't know, show our military power?
Good job! This became known as the Great White Fleet. This was a time when Roosevelt sent our new Navy on a voyage around the world to show our military might!
Let me guess, we made a special stop in Japan.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Oh, but the entire trip was a success because it showed the world that the U.S. was now becoming a world power and eventually would take over.
So in other words, you started the next topic.
Which is?
Anglo-Saxonism and social Darwinism.
Well, okay. Anyway, I know that Darwinism is a theory of evolution, right? So, what does social Darwinism mean?
Well, it's a theory that the U.S. would eventually run out of land in North America and would have to move on to other continents to find land until the world became the U.S.
So, social Darwinism?
Yeah, so, not funny.
Now, at this point, I think the U.S. was a little greedy with all of that.
Huh, sounds like someone I know.
Not funny.
Yes, it is.
This began to be realized after these events happened.
Yeah, and to achieve this, the U.S. would eventually have to become the most powerful country in the world and obtain absolute world power.
This all sounds like a good idea.
No, not a good idea. The world economics would fail, civil wars would take place, and it would be impossible to govern the entire world as a whole.
That is a what-if question. So what if it didn't happen?
How so?
What if the world was peaceful, but the U.S. would still get power overall because everyone was intimidated by them?
Good point, but that's all the time we have for today on Historical Debates. See you next time. I'm Steve Sinkowitz.
And I'm Kris Steinmetz, and keep on swimming. Yeah.
Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do it.
She's putting you on hold.
Don't leave me
She
a
better not be
message.
putting you on hold.
She's put me on hold.
Oh my god.
But I'm on a message.
Well, then she's not on hold.
Okay.
Seriously, I don't want this message on my phone.
I'm not touching you.
This is fun.
3, go.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You do.
China was under a like open door policy.
God.
You're making me seem dumb here. Oh, like open door policy.
Have to be Houston. No, you already know. Alright. 3, go.
forgot my line. Is your project
Okay.
done, Sam?
Okay, the boxers are like,
No.
why foreign countries debated who should control China's secret Chinese societies were organizing.
Skip.
Okay?
Secrets of
Boxer,
is what you are.
Rebellion. Are you reading?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
reading this.
Stop. I still have sugar in my nose. I snorted some sugar when I went like this, when I was breathing.
3, go.
Sure.
Is it about trucks? Because I love trucks, you know.
Yeah, I know you love trucks. I mean, look at the sorted arrangement we have on our desk.
Well-
He brings them to work every single day. Every day, just to play with them. Having
Does
fun?
this make one noise?
You having fun?
Yes, I'm having fun.
Kiss it.
Please help me.
Ew.
Please help me. I'm stuck.
He's all
Stop
rusty.
him.
Alright.
And I love me some sugar.
One, 2, 3, go.
Did you have fun?
Yep. You want some?
Sure. Oh boy, sugar! Let's see what this is. Sugar?
Yeah.
I'm diabetic.
Oh, gee.